So SMART Orchestra stands for San Marcos Artist Retention and Training Orchestra. A lot of words, but a lot of thought went into picking them. It makes sense. San Marcos, it's a local regional community orchestra designed to target people of all ages and experiences. The important part is the art and SMART. That's not a catchphrase, but that artist retention and training is what our orchestra is all about. We're designed to offer people the orchestral experience, and that comes through performance, through being an audience member, through serving as a board member or a college intern. There are so many ways that people can experience orchestra, and that's why SMART was established. We saw a need and a desire in the Hill Country for people to know what orchestra was like.
I would say that before I was really focused on maybe just playing in small gigs, and it's a little bit different to say, oh, I'm going to go play at church, I'm going to go play for my parents, oh, it's a Christmas gig, something like that. But then to say, we're going to go play this Symphony No. 5 by Tchaikovsky. Wow, that's totally amazing. So it's a little bit mind-boggling to say, even though I'm not a professional, even though I don't have the skills of Yo-Yo Ma, I can still play cello with a group of people and be accepted and play professional music. So it changed my life that way because I got that opportunity, whereas I really wouldn't have anywhere else.
I'm overwhelmed, honestly. I had always dreamed of the orchestra being as big as it is and reaching as many people as it does, but I really didn't think it would happen in 6 years. And 6 years seems so long now. I mean, I remember when we started, and it's weird to think that we're starting the 6th season and that we've come so far in such a short amount of time. I think people witness that success when they come to the concerts, and it energizes them and excites them to see how much we've grown, because we have audience members that have been here since the very first concert. And so I hope through all of it, through the growth, that people really hold on to the identity of this being the San Marcos Artist Retention and Training Orchestra. It belongs to San Marcos. It was started here. And that's one of my, I think, proudest moments, is that I can take a step back and see what's happening in the community and how much the community has grown to appreciate orchestra. To know that I was a small part of that as the founder, again, is humbling, and it's overwhelming, because so many more people than I initially imagined in just 6 years have become a part of this orchestra and a part of the experience that we offer. And that's the best aspect of what it is that we do. Is it's not just being on stage, it's not just holding the baton and conducting the concerts. It's the person that's in the hallway selling tickets, and it's the person that's in the audience listening, and it's the young kid that's experiencing orchestra for the first time, and it's the retired music teacher that's experiencing orchestra again after not having it. It's all of those components that come together that I think really attribute to the success that we've had so far.
I moved down in '99, and I saw a whole town, college town, that was really rallying around this band. And from the outside looking in, it was really cool.
San Marcos has always just been San Marcos, and that's what I like about it. Nobody's, there's no ego here, really. It's not trying to be Austin, it's not trying to be LA, it's not trying to be Dallas or New York. It's just its own thing, and it's humble. That's the word I would describe it. It's humble, and it's to itself. Why not play in their hometown that they've supported you? It's just such a carefree. I don't get nervous when I play here. It's just like, all right, it's time. Come on, San Marcos.
I love Austin, and I love this area. I love Texas Hill Country. But there are a lot of artists that are making their way down here, and there are a lot of producers and engineers, and
thank God.
that
Awesome.
are coming to Austin, that are flocking here because it's a great place to be. they come down for ACL or South by Southwest or whatever it is, and they fall in love with it. You know, I think we were just lucky enough to be here first.
So your latest work, Sway, your latest album, it was released in 2013. What inspired that album and the lyrics?
Living differently, getting finally figuring out what the meaning of life is, and that's just not to be as crazy and into me and what I can get out of everything. I think I tapped into a place in the last 2 years that I figured out that, man, I am so grateful for what I have in my life, and I'm so not into being number one on radio anymore, or I'm so not into being the coolest thing out. Ooh. You know, I'm so not into that anymore. I'm into what's best for my friends and family, and anything that comes above that is such a blessing. And just showering lyrics about that, and just reflecting on every single thing that's beautiful and important in my life, and letting the band have more say in the album. You know, that was huge for me. But it was such a weight off my shoulders when I could look at Matt and go, "You got new music?" And he'd be like, "Yeah." Instead of going, "No, it's me, it's me." You know.
What do you hope to bring to your fans with this new album and the tour?
That after almost 19 years of making music, that they walk out going, it's about time that we can really enjoy ourselves and be positive, and I really hope that they walk out feeling that they're not limited to any emotions. That, wow, when they were once in here screaming and seeing us all angry, that now they can have a good time and still feel complete and fulfilled emotionally.
I think that if you're constantly chasing whatever's cool at the moment, you're trying to fit in with what's going on, I think eventually your luck's just going to run out. One of the reasons that we're still doing this is that we just do what comes to us naturally, and what every time we make a record, it's a snapshot of that moment. You know, and that's so if it catches on or it doesn't, we're just being us.
Home in a Week is a gathering of people who are prompted by their faith in Christ to reach out to those in need of housing. And Home in a Week seeks to build housing that's really in the gap between, say, a Habitat house and other things in that genre, and just abject living in a cardboard box. Many outreaches seek to improve current facilities, but Home in a Week doesn't improve a facility, it builds a whole new facility. So we're not just putting a roof on an existing house that might really need to be rebuilt the following year thereafter. The focus is to give a family, particularly children who are going to grow up, a 20 to 30 year blessing in not having to worry about basic housing.
What we're trying to create here is to be able to share the love of Christ through doing some great work, and hopefully grow the number of homes we can actually provide. Many people travel to foreign countries, and that's important, and that work needs to be done. But we have so much here in our own backyard that needs to be taken care of, and we're very proud of living in Texas, and we want to do our work right here in Texas. So one day, my real dream would be that we would show up and we would build a whole block of houses instead of just one. I think that Home in a Week is a fantastic project for people to become involved with on many different levels. Obviously, the first level is that we're building a home for a family. It's really truly a blessing to see that. But on a bigger scale and scope, what we like to do is bring people together. So a submission for Home in a Week is to have perhaps companies send two people who will maybe not get along so great at work, and hopefully we can build things here. A father and a son, a father and a daughter, a mother and a son, a mother and a daughter. that need quality time together to get out of their normal surroundings and their normal behavior and get some time to maybe look at the rest of the world and say, wow, really? Look at how well we really have it. Look at how blessed we really are. Maybe we should take a different look at our own lives. And through that, have that secondary mission, grow that, because I know that if we can do that, they would then become true supporters of Home in a Week and help us build.
I wish everybody could experience the joy of seeing the transition that happens to the family that receives the home from the first day or two, when that knowledge that something good is going to happen, but not really a vision of what can or will happen. And then by day 3 or 4, it's kind of a shock in the headlights sort of feel for the family that just continues to pour out and spread and have ripple effects. That's one of the things I think is the source of blessing for those who serve and for those who receive and serve back in their receiving.